thoroughly enjoyed my trip to Nebraska. So, anybody see any good movies lately?
Not really, no.
Oh. Read any good books?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Anything new with corn?
Oh, yeah, corn.
Corn.
Oh,
Yeah, corn, you bet. Corn,
Yeah, absolutely.
Corn is always...
Come a-running, boys, don't you hear the noise? Like the thunder in the sky. How it rolls along in a good old song from the sons of Nebraska. Now it's coming near with a rising cheer that'll sweep all foes away. So with all our vim, we're bound to win, and we're going to win today. In the days of old, Johnny Bender bold would just take that ball in hand, and with Benedict right in front of him, they would set sail for the land. Then Doc Eager too, with a chosen few, would be all round everywhere. And before they quit, they would calmly sit down behind that goal post there. For Nebraska and the Scarlet, for Nebraska and the Cream, though they go through many battles, our colors still are seen. And so in contest and in victory, we will wave them for the team, and we'll always stir a Cornhusker, the Scarlet and the Cream.
Going as soon as you're ready, right?
Yep.
Cool. Alright. What's up, everybody? I'm Matt.
I'm Jimmy.
We're at Two Average Guys. Cheers to the 2025 football season.
Welcome back.
Glad to be back. Sorry we're a little behind here. But, technical difficulties wouldn't be, we would be above average if we didn't have technical difficulties.
Absolutely.
So,
That's how it works.
Again, very happy to be back. We're here at Maxwell Brewing. Excited to be here with you guys. Excited to talk about the 2025 season. So let's get things kicked off with just a few different things we're talking about, a few different topics. Number one, I'm going to throw a number out there. That number is 121,000. Jimmy, what am I talking about? 121,000.
Beers at the Memorial Stadium.
121,000 for every single game. We have a capacity of what, Jimmy?
Gosh, I don't know.
That's about 88,000 people we get in there.
90. I don't know that there's that, even though they say there's that many. I don't know if there
You could probably
always
do
is.
90 if you pushed it, is what I'm guessing. But here's the deal. 121,000 people, or 121,000 beers, you're looking at a maximum of about 88,000 people, let's say. About, I'd say, what, half of those people are probably of age?
Yeah.
50%?
Probably around there somewhere.
So you're looking at about 44,000 people, let's say. 121,000 beers. You're looking at about 3 beers a person. That's if everyone is drinking that is of age. So if they're not of age, you're looking at potentially 4 to 5 beers for people that are not drinking in the game. What are your thoughts on not only the amount of beers, but on the overall allowing alcohol in the stadium?
Well, I mean, I don't know. As far as allowing it in the stadium, I know a lot of people don't like it. I mean, it's happening in most stadiums. I mean, we're kind of late to the party on this one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. When I first heard that number, I was like, I don't know if that's enough. But then when you kind of start to think about it, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you said, everybody's maybe drinking 3. And I think it's like you grab a beer and don't you scan it?
It's like
or
a self
something?
scan.
It's like a self.
There'll have people that are make sure no one underage.
I've heard people say they might do it the first game just to say they did it, but that they probably wouldn't participate much. So I don't know. I mean, I guess what are your thoughts? Do you think it's enough? Do you think it's too much?
I don't know. I think if you look at the numbers, 121,000. Looking at 40 to 45,000 people that are probably of age and able to drink. I'd say most of those people are probably also going to be tailgating,
right?
Or most of those people are already going to be eating before the game. Especially if you think about this 2:30 in the night games. The chances are 121,000 should be plenty of beers. And the way it's been talked about in the media and the way that other people are coming about, it sounds like a very large number compared to maybe some other stadiums.
Okay. I saw some people that are like, it's not going to be enough. That would be gone by the end of the first half. Well, they probably stopped serving after
Third quarter.
Like if I went, I'd maybe get a couple early, but then you gotta see, then you gotta get up during the game. I typically don't like to get up during
That's
the game.
the thing. If you have 2 to 3 beers, you're going to be going to the bathroom. You're going to be going to get your drinks. You're never going to.
You might be waiting.
You might
in some type of line.
You might
I don't
not
know.
even see half the game.
Yeah. Well, and in South Stadium, you gotta go a long ways down the stair, all the way down to concessions.
Yeah.
So, depending on the time of game. Sorry.
But yeah, so I think you think about that. Like, I'm not gonna go and have 2 to 3 beers a game because I'm gonna be tailgating more likely, or I'm gonna have lunch or something before going to the game. So I'm not gonna be interested in drinking a bunch of the game. And I don't want to miss the game. I want to be at the game. I don't want to have to go wait in line. The reason why I don't go to a lot of games anyways is because of the fact that you miss so much from leaving your seat and go to the bathroom and you go back up.
Right. Or even just, you go to concessions. Like I said, I try not to go to the bathroom when we go.
Yeah.
But
you go to the bathroom. You go to the bathroom before you go.
Or you try to go at the end of the quarter or whatever, or timeout. That's when everybody else goes.
Well, I shared the video with you guys yesterday, with you and Brian yesterday, on the guy that says, "Hey, we're going to be the new Bills Mafia in college football." If we're the new Bills Mafia in college football, I think that's awesome. Because what I do think it could create is a bunch of people who've had just enough, hopefully not too much, just enough to drink, but they're rowdy enough, and we could be one of the loudest stadiums in college football because of that.
Yeah, and that'd be cool.
We already are a loud stadium. I know I get a little bit louder when I'm drinking.
Even if you don't think.
Hopefully we have happy people drinking and not people that get angry. I don't want to see fights. I don't want to see people getting too much, having too much at the game.
Yeah, people sneak stuff in. I never have, by all means, have not.
No.
But people already do. So, and people are still going to do that.
And people
they're
are
not
still,
going to want to
people
spend
are
the money.
already.
They're going to sneak in shooters and whatever they can.
Well, and people are already worried about, hey, there's going to be too many drunk people there. There's already a lot of drunk people. They're tailgating. And so those people that want to get drunk, they're either going to get drunk outside the stadium or in the stadium or a combination of both. So I don't think it's going to change the atmosphere. I just hope we're still at Nebraska nice to fans. Nothing really changes that.
Right, that's true.
But it doesn't bother me. Again, we also know that now we got to pay players. So we're looking at generating more revenue. This is an 1890 initiative too, so this is something that is going to generate a lot of revenue for the stadium and for the fans. But I do think, Donnie, hey, welcome, buddy.
Yeah.
I do think that, as he says, it's going to make a lot of old timers pissed off, and I think a lot of people that go there to watch the game are going to be mad about the people around them that are pissed drunk and acting like children, which we all know happens sometimes, whether they are drinking at a game or not.
Yeah, most people did it before anyway, and they piss off the old timers already.
Exactly. So
stand in front of them and stuff.
But it will be interesting to see how much that atmosphere changes and how much the fans, when they're attending the games, what the experience is. Hopefully, the experience is still just as awesome as it always is when it comes to the game. So, but Donnie, hey, I'm with you, buddy. I think it's going to make I think it's 50-50. A lot of people are happy about it. A lot of people are like,
we'll just kind of see how it plays out, and we'll see. I always thought that or when I first heard the number, I was like, I think that's probably low. You're thinking 90,000 people.
Yeah.
And the more you think about it, break it down, you're like, all right, that's probably more than enough. But I guess we'll see after the first game. Maybe they'll have to up it. Maybe they'll drop it off. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe it'll just stay the same, and it'll be what it is. And I don't know. Again, not too concerned about it for myself. I don't go to a lot of games.
I'm not sure that I'm going to go to the game this year. We'll see what happens. But if I do, maybe I'll go get a beer.
Hopefully Michigan. But anyway, so I want to start off with that because I think it's interesting. It's also a brand new experience to the Husker football games. And again, people that go, they already enjoy it. They already have fun. We want people to still have fun and enjoy it. It'd be nice to, the fans in Nebraska are nice, but let's get a little rowdiness in there as well. Like, we can still be nice and be super rowdy. Mm-hmm. And I will say, the only places I've seen, the worst I've seen it with alcohol at a stadium is one, Dallas Stars versus Chicago Blackhawks. I saw two Blackhawks fans fighting each other after they got their butts whooped by the Stars in Dallas.
Okay.
The other time that I saw a fight or almost a fight, I went to a Denver Broncos and a Packers preseason football game in Denver. Preseason, man, mind you. And this guy wanted to fight me and my friends. for nothing. We didn't even say anything to them, but they were wearing Packer stuff, and they wanted the Denver Broncos fans. So that's the worst I've seen it for any alcohol at any game. Were those 2 games. Other than that, I've never seen fights. You see them on TV all the time, or you see them on the news, but I've never seen
the K-State quarterback's dad with his other brother, with his brother,
Yes.
the quarterback's brother. Yeah.
Yep,
You know,
100%.
in Ireland, it happens.
It does. So, just real quick, we'll get to your question, Brandon. Welcome to the show. I want to say thank you again to Backswing Brewing for having us back for another year.
Yes.
What is this year 3 or 2? I don't know.
3.
Just try. This is our 3rd year with Backswing Brewing, so really excited to be back here. Really excited to be doing the shows here back at the brewery. We'll be here about every other week. Probably we'll get our schedule posted here soon. But they do have a brand new wheat and heat, so it's their wheat beer with a shot of Fireball. You can do it many different ways. You can do like a Jaeger bomb type style where you drop it in. You can just pour it in. You can take a shot, take a drink, whatever you want. It's fire. Literally fire. Like it hits you a lot harder too once you drink it. But anyways, get into Backswing, get yourself a wheat beer, and get yourself a shot of Fireball with it. Wheat and heat, baby. So very, very good. So check it out.
Trying it here shortly.
Yes.
Just sipping on the beer a little bit.
Yeah,
to,
we'll get down on
shot
the beer.
in
We'll
there.
pull a shot in, but it makes you think of like you have your summer brews where like people are shocked like, oh, I put Sprite in an IPA and it tastes like a summer shandy. I'm like, well, yeah, it's summer. Like, dude, we were making summer brew in college before they started making line and cool, so summer shandy. That's what it was, and it was just put it all in a big old bucket. Not sure how sanitary that was with how many different
Oh, it was great.
alcohols we put in, but it was delicious summer brew. Delicious.
I think I've got my immune system is great because
No, 100%. 100%. All right, so that was our first topic. Now we want to go into, we're going to talk about the captains, but what's up, Ross? Ross is back. What's up, baby? Good to see you, buddy.
Ross.
Cheers.
Fellas.
Cheers to Brandon, Donnie, Ross. The gang is back. Well, let's talk about this question to Brandon. I've seen a couple people bring this up about the Kelseys on Thursday being in Kansas City trying to hype up Cincinnati. You can bring all the hype you want to Cincinnati. We're still going to stomp them in the ground.
and we're gonna have 10 times more fans than that.
We're going to have like 60,000 fans there.
Plus.
Yeah, well, I think we sold probably 3/4 of those tickets, which makes sense. I mean, getting there from Cincinnati to Kansas City, it's an 8 o'clock game, Central Time. On a weeknight. So it's kind of crazy. Like, if you think about it, they can bring all the fans they want. I still think Nebraska is a much better team. But yeah, 100%. Kelsey's, they can come all they want. Hey, bring Taylor Swift. I don't even care. I don't care. Bring her. You're not going to help Cincinnati. Cincinnati hasn't had a connection to the Kelsey brothers for how long? They never even talk about Cincinnati unless someone asks them a question. So,
they looked like they were about 12 when they played that.
They did. So I'm not even worried about that. But it's a good thing to bring up because you know they're going to have a hype video. I bet we're going to have a hype video from Will Compton again, like we always do.
Yeah.
So, and he hypes the crowd up quite a bit. So it'll be exciting. I think we get a couple hype videos going at each other. It should be pretty fun. But yes, absolutely. Let's take a shout out to our volleyball team taking down number 3 Pitt yesterday, or 2 days ago, which was a great matchup. Hell of a Friday night matchup for volleyball. Great way to start the season. They looked really good, firing all cylinders.
I can't believe they won 25-11 in that second set.
Oh my God! Dylan Harper about killed someone with one of her spikes.
Harper Murray. She got up and
Dude, yeah, she had to go say sorry because she almost took her head off. So Harper Murray was badass in that game. I think she's brought up to a new level this year. The team's going to be incredible. And DBK, talk about someone getting handed a championship team. That's exactly what. And not that she's not a good coach, but man, handing over the reins to that team with not losing very many people, they're going to be incredible.
yeah.
So
Got Stanford here in 45 minutes.
Yep,
We'll see how that
Stanford,
goes.
So we'll see how that one goes. Cornhusker Nation, thank you for sharing our post. Okay, so let's talk about, I'm going to talk about our captains, and then we're going to move into our schedule. So, captains and then depth chart, and then we'll go into our schedule and our predictions. So hang with us. I know you got some questions. Feel free to throw them out there. We'll answer them as we can. So let's talk about first our captains. So we have 6 captains this year. And what I love about the announcement of the captains is not only do we have 6 captains, but they're signing a decree saying I'm going to live up to the standards of being a captain because I've been chosen by my teammates. It's something Rule said he's never done before. So it's the first time he has ever done this, and I was super excited about it. I'm like, dude, this is great. Like,
awesome.
What a great idea to make them sign something saying I'm going to hold myself accountable, and my teammates are going to hold me accountable. So we got Marquise Newton.
Plenty of experience there. He's a single-digit guy, as most of these guys are. When he was announced first, I wasn't shocked. He's a great pick.
Dylan Raiola,
Wasn't surprised.
Henry Matovsky, Deshaun Singleton, Sierra Wright, and Dan Q.
Good picks.
You know, it was interesting. A lot of people thought, I saw one person ask, like, isn't it strange they picked a newcomer to be a captain rather than someone who's been there? I think that goes to show the amount of respect that his teammates have for him and what he's already brought to the table in the short amount of time he's been on campus, which, I mean, that's incredible. Being voted on to be captain, I'm sure there are guys that were close to, guys like Vincent Shavers, I'm sure he was up there. I'm sure
Emmett Johnson
was probably up there. So it's not because other guys aren't leaders. I think these are the 6 guys they're going to rely on to get this team to the next level. And we saw what Sierra Wright can do. I mean, holy cow.
I mean, what I like about this is there's guys with plenty of playing experience. Guys with, some young guys, you throw in Dylan, obviously. Like, if he's not a captain, if your quarterback's not a captain, then that's an issue. You got a transfer this year in Dane. You have Sierra Wright, who was transferring last year.
And he had to take over for Tommy Hill. And he struggled on
he struggled a
first
bit,
pass,
but
and then
got a pick 6 against his former team USC last year. And then Matovsky, a guy that I remember when he was a freshman, he was kind of like a low 3-star Iowa kid recruit, and they said that this guy's he's gonna end up being something. And I've heard people over the last few years be like, I don't think so, and here he is. He's going to be starting. And he's a captain. And he's a big dude.
So he's proved to his teammates. These guys are coming in.
They kind of hit on every level too.
100%.
Skill positions, offensive line, and DBs. So
and again, we got year 3 from Matt Rule. Everyone talks about year 3. We saw a change from 1 to 2. Not a big jump. But as we move into year 3, I think, and a lot of people are like, we still have to see it. Yeah, we do have to see it, but he also has guys with experience now. He has his guys, his transfer guys, and this is what we didn't see Scott Frost do a good job of, was building up the roster
with the time
where we need it, and then he didn't have the coaches to develop those guys.
Exactly.
He thought he did, but those coaches weren't great. They were his buddies, and he didn't have the balls to say, you got to go. Now we got Matt Rule. We have Dana Holgerson in place. We have Eckler on special teams, which is going to be hopefully a ginormous boost for our special teams.
Yeah, looking like they're going to do better.
I got to sneeze. Go ahead. maybe not.
No, I mean just across the board. I think we're making improvements everywhere. Team coaching staff, and just like you said, development-wise.
Yeah.
Like we need to see that because. We've had how many years in a row have we had like top 25 recruiting classes, and they just haven't played out that way.
Yeah.
We haven't been a top 25 team. Sure, we were there for 1 week last year and then we lost.
Yeah. Well, and our recruiting classes have been there. Our recruiting classes have been really good the last 5, 6, 7 years. But again, we don't develop our team to get to that year 2, year 3 where we're seeing improvement, and we haven't seen that for a long time. So. Seeing what we have on the roster, the transfer portal has definitely helped. We got guys on the offensive line, defensive backs, and we have guys that are ready to step in and step up right away because they have the experience of playing, and then come in and take over some of those positions that we lost, like our defensive line. I mean, everyone's like, oh man, our defense is going to struggle because we don't have Ty in there anymore, we don't have Touch in there. Yeah, those guys are absolute studs, but we still have guys that fill in behind them because, again, development. And then we got portal too. So we got a little bit of both working in our favor there.
Well, and this is kind of a good time to transition into our next topic, which is depth chart.
Depth
So-
chart. And yeah, excited to have Bryce Benhart out of there. I think a lot of people are probably really excited to have Bryce out there. Although I did see improvement last year, 100%.
Oh,
He
yeah.
still had some of those assignments where he's going like this, not touching anybody. But I feel like overall he improved from year to year the most in his last 2 years.
Yeah.
He made a big leap.
to the point where we weren't really
harping on him as
like,
much. Yeah.
yeah,
Not as much.
Every game was like, wow, what 50, 57? Was it 57? I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, 54.
54, that's right.
All right, so quarterbacks, no surprise. Dylan Rattler. We already knew that. TJ Lateef is second.
Yeah,
Graham
I mean a bit of a shock there.
not
that
really.
just-
I mean, Jalen. I've heard a lot of good things about Lateef.
Yeah, I mean it's just to be a true freshman, and I mean Dylan was a true freshman starter
Yeah.
last year, but no, I mean it's good to see. Good to see you got depth at that position.
And I think we talked about it last year, probably more than just last year, but look how many other teams have these freshman quarterbacks come in that thrive as a freshman. There's no reason why Nebraska can't do that either.
Exactly.
Raiola was one of the best quarterbacks in the Big Ten last year.
Yeah, his numbers kind of dipped
as a
off
freshman.
at the second half of the season.
He was still like
as-
third or
as-
fourth in the Big Ten.
Yeah, and as a true freshman, statistically, it was a good season.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's nice to know that if he struggles a little bit, that we have somebody. I mean,
Yeah.
last year it was really him.
It was Harburg. It was a backup.
Yeah, I mean, and that wasn't really what we were wanting as a backup.
Yeah.
We wanted somebody that could come in and things would stay the same. We'd be able to run the same plays, not
Yeah.
have Harburg come in to essentially run the ball.
Yeah, 100%.
So,
Speaking of running the ball,
yeah.
we got Emmett Johnson, number one.
Obviously.
Which, last year's kind of funny. Last year, we thought Emmett and Ramir were going to be 1 and 2. It was like an early depth chart. It didn't actually come down to that because we was like a
It was like four
committee.
guys. It was Gabe Irvin,
Yep.
and everybody else.
Yeah, which we still have Mekhi Nelson, we have Isaiah Mosey, and we have Quentin Ives.
Yeah.
And that's how the depth chart goes. Now, I'm a little surprised. I thought Quentin Ives, I'd see him up a little bit higher. But
to
I've heard
see
a lot of
him
good things about
last
Mekhi
year.
Nelson. I've heard a lot of good things about all 4 of our running backs. So, again, I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be running back by committee, but I do think we're going to see every running back get the opportunity to run the ball.
I think so too.
But Emmett Johnson has to be your number one.
And how many times over the last few years has it been running back by committee? And we've said countless times, like, we want somebody to take that on and
Who's your number
take,
one?
take that role.
Abdullah was
And-
number one. Rex was number one.
Exactly.
Zigbo was number one.
Yeah.
We had a number one guy with a guy that could give him
Gonna
some
be
kind
more
of-
successful that way. I was a little bit surprised we didn't try to get more depth in that position out of the portal. I'm sure they tried unsuccessfully. I'm sure some of the guys went elsewhere, and obviously you lose a guy like Gabe Bergen to the portal, which sucks because we've always liked
Yeah,
him.
but he got injured the last
and,
2
and
years.
he's been getting dinged up.
For a guy that's as big as he is, for him to be dinged up and not be able to play, it's like if your leg ain't broken,
Right.
was it a bruise? Like go up, like come on, man! Like he was huge.
Yeah. So
You can't be dinged up so much.
I'm a little bit
You're
nervous
gonna-
about that position if something happens to Emmett. But I think they can all, at least from what I've been hearing, they can all go step in and
Yeah.
and be fine. But I don't. That's my one, I guess, little bit concern offensively. But
Okay. I do think Emmett's by far and away our best running back on the team, without a doubt, which is why he's number one. But again, he's got to be a clear number one. You have to use him like a number one and know that when he needs rest, we have guys in the back, 3 guys behind him that can come in and do the job.
And I'm excited to see what some of those guys can do. Are
Yep.
they power backs? Are they going in for third downs? Are they going in the goal line? Are they breaking long runs? Which it sounds like a couple of those guys
Yep.
might be able to do. So yeah, we'll just kind of have to see how that plays out. So I say concerned, but I'm
Yeah.
as Brian's shirt says, cautiously optimistic
Yes.
as far as running backs.
And you got to, again, you have to be just based on our past history of the last, 10 years when it comes to running backs. It's running back by committee instead of, hey, you're our guy. We have our guy. Our guy's in it. So, number one. Wide receivers. So, Isaiah Hunter, Ja'Cory Barney, Dane Key, top 3 wide receivers.
Not surprised.
Behind them, Quinn Clark, Nyron Bonner, and then Cortez Mills. Again, not surprised by either of those 3
Yeah.
guys either. So,
All these guys are going to be good.
we built up our wide receiver core again.
We had to.
And hopefully, between Hunter, Barney, and Key, my God, we're dangerous. If
For sure.
it's a very dangerous three guys out there, and so I'm excited. I am very excited to see what Hunter and Key bring to the table. Those guys are absolute studs. Again, we have Dane Key, who's a captain, so he's showing it in practice. He's showing it outside of practice. The guys trust him. They like him.
Good.
He's going to be really good.
And the fact that we have, obviously Barney was great last year, and we have these other guys. It sounds like the receiving corps is probably going to be one of the best we've had in a while.
Yeah.
Last year there was quite a bit of hype going in with a couple of transfer receivers, Isaiah Nair and his name escapes me, Jamal Banks.
Yep.
And those guys were fine and everything, but it just never really. I don't know. It never really looked like I had hoped it would.
Yeah, they weren't.
Nair had drops. Blocking was not where they wanted.
When they caught the ball, it was great. It was.
Banks had an unbelievable hand.
Yeah.
He could catch anything,
Yeah.
but he wasn't real speedy.
Yeah.
He had some cool catches, cool touchdowns, but I think we're going to be a little bit more versatile in wide receiver.
I do. I think too. And we'll talk about we'll talk about our
Barney
offensive line.
underneath, with some deep threats.
Yeah.
Barney, in the slot, it's going to be a lot better.
And we'll talk about our line here in a second, because I think our offensive line, the improvement from the offensive line, is really going to help Raiola.
Oh, big time.
But we've said it before, and it was a big thing with Scott Frost. It was a big thing with Mike Riley. It's been a big thing with Bo. Like all these coaches, successful coaches, I throw Riley out of there, but even Riley was all about his wide receivers blocking. If you cannot block as a wide receiver, you will not play. And so we have guys, hopefully guys that now will block. And that was a big problem last year, is our guys could not block. They didn't block on the outside, which means you get an end around to Jacory Barney, he's getting hit behind the line because our other wide receivers not doing anything.
Right.
So if we get guys that learn how to block on the outside, and we get our offensive line pulling out, I think that's going to be a big win for us in the offensive game. So,
But, like Ross said, it's going to come down to O-line, which he said he feels confident about.
Yeah.
And so do I.
we'll get there here in a second. So tight ends, Lindemeyer, Harburg are 1 and 2. Carter Nelson's tied 2. Staying with
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get plenty of snaps.
Again, every year. We've been saying this for 10 plus years now. Our tight ends need to be involved in the game,
And they will.
frequently.
They will be.
Harburg will absolutely murder somebody and run over somebody, and make sure that he gets the ball in his hands, and if he doesn't, he's blocking it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first off season in fall camp leading up to a season where he's not trying to play quarterback.
Yeah.
He's locked in at tight end. That's where he's at. That's probably where he should be.
He's got good hands.
And he's gonna play hard. He's gonna run people over. He's gonna block. He's gonna maybe run the ball. I mean, he can do it. So
People will say like, "Hey, I'll run through a brick wall for you." He is the brick wall, and he's running. The brick wall is running at you. So good luck, because
I was kind of surprised he maybe didn't get captain, but now that I think about it, but
I bet his votes are probably up there too.
Yeah.
Again, he's
sure he got
ridiculous.
votes.
And Lindemeyer, again, excited about him, and Carter Nelson.
and we had a fourth that got hurt.
He got hurt.
Season.
Yes, the second year in a row he's been out for the
I
season.
can't remember.
Can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. Sorry, I should, but
Sorry, we've never seen him play.
yeah, I mean,
2 years in a row.
it's a bummer because that room. I mean, having 3 deep there is going to be solid. 4 would have been incredible, but
Again, injuries. If
I'm
we stay
really-
away from injuries,
yeah, I'm really high on that group. So
okay. Wheat and heat.
Yep,
I'm getting
let's do it.
my fireball in here. So one thing to remember with liquor and beer is the liquor will go to the bottom of the beer. So it's always going to
Kinda
taste
see it
heaviest.
going
It's
down.
going to taste heaviest as it gets towards the bottom, but it's still very good. And it will hit you hard. I'm warning you. It'll,
All right.
it'll get you real fast, Jimmy.
I know I'm gonna try it.
All right,
Cheers, brother.
Oh my goodness. Delicious.
That's good. That's quite. Yeah.
And Donnie, I assume
Check
you
it out.
asked about Harburg. I don't know how much Harburg had to bulk up, because Harburg was already a big dude. But
Yeah,
I
hard to say.
guarantee his his workouts, everything changed a little bit to ensure he's ready to be a tight end. I guarantee, a quarterback's going to work out drastically differently than someone that's running that tight end. So I bet he did bulk up a little bit. I'm sure he's got more muscle, more size
block,
to him to be able to block better too. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Jason, welcome back, buddy. All right. So let's get into our offensive line. So we got Gunnar Katula or Turner Cochran or Elijah Pritchett. So we got 3 guys at left tackle that will play. All 3 of them will play. Henry Lutovsky as our number 1 left guard. Justin Evans as our number 1 center. I love seeing Sam Sledge as number 2. Very excited to see him at 2. Rocco Spindler from Notre Dame coming in as right guard. Grant Burks right behind him. Also a good number 2. Deep, and then right tackle Teddy Prochaska. Teddy, please stay healthy.
Exactly.
Or Tyler Knack. So please stay healthy. Teddy is one of those guys that has the potential. He's going to the NFL. If he stays healthy, that dude is massive.
Right.
He's going to the NFL.
And I mean, I'd have to go back and look at our 2 deeps from previous years, but at least to start the season. But this is, I would say, the deepest we've been on the O-line. I feel very confident about this year's O-line.
And when you got 3 deep at center, chances are one of those centers can also probably play another position.
Well, and if somebody gets hurt, any of those guys can probably fill in.
Exactly. Or either that or Justin Evans
play.
can maybe play another position with the guys back. So, again, this is probably the best I felt as well from a depth perception on our offensive line.
I felt good in the past about experience and, our starters, but not really depth.
Yeah.
And this is the first year in a while that I really feel good about that.
Yeah,
So,
agree. Yeah, and I've heard a lot of good things about Rocco coming over. Pritchett, I've heard Pritchett's had some trouble in the offseason.
Made him quite a bit to come,
late to
but
practices, those types of things, not going to practices.
Doesn't get you a starting spot.
But look what happened with the guy who came over from Florida. What was his name? Mazuka. He was. Everyone's like, I don't know, getting this guy who likes to start fights on the field. And guess what? He kind of played that part. He was nothing but trouble while he was here. He didn't really do anything for us when he was on the field. He wasn't impressive. Like nothing was outstanding.
Yeah, he was. I was pretty high on him. Pretty excited, and didn't really pan out the way I was hoping. So.
Yep. Defensive side of the ball, defensive line. Again, we're 3 deep on the defensive line too. So we got Williams, Mary. I can't even say that name. And then Kate Lenhart as our top 2 defensive ends. Then Kate Turback. So again, some of these guys I haven't even heard of.
But I mean, Williams coming in from Missouri. I mean, he's a 5-star recruit.
Oh yeah.
Cam Lenhart had played as a true freshman, and he's played quite a bit.
And he's someone I didn't think we saw enough on the field last year.
So having both those guys, I mean, obviously Williams must be looking pretty good.
Yeah.
If he's getting that starting spot.
Yeah, really excited to see him.
Because they're not scared to throw somebody maybe as a 2nd or 3rd string, even if we paid him to come here as a transfer.
Yep. And I know Rules talked very highly of Elijah Judy and how amazing
Obviously
he is. And he actually
because-
graduated in the spring or fall. So he graduated, and so he said he's a first-generation graduate too. So for him, he was really excited to tell Matt Rule about how he's changed his life. And then you got Riley Van Poppel right behind him.
Yeah.
We know that name too.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, he started as a true freshman. Or not started, but
Yeah,
he played
he played,
as a true freshman. And honestly, to see him as a 2nd string, I was kind of shocked.
Yeah.
Especially because, did he get a single digit?
I don't know.
I can't remember. But, yeah, I mean, he's going to play.
Yeah.
He can play a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So Elijah Judy, Riley Van Poppel. We do have a 3 deep there. David Hofkin, don't know who he is. Defensive tackle, Kiana Davis, and Jalen George is a 1-2.
Yeah.
And then we have Lafotu, who was transfer, correct, from Hawaii?
yeah.
Or is he freshman?
He might be a freshman.
But,
sorry, guys. I'm not
Sua
sure about
Lafotu.
everybody.
But I've heard a lot of good
Some
things
of those
about
positions are hard to know.
Lafotu and about Kiana Davis. So,
But yeah, I mean, Keanu Davis, he's a big guy. I was nervous because he hit the portal, but we ended up keeping him.
Yep.
I think he's going to be really good.
Agree.
So I think the D-line is going to be pretty solid.
Our linebacker, man, I'm excited about our linebackers. Probably more than any position group on the field. I always love our running backs.
Okay.
Because we got Watson Trent and Vincent Shavers. Vincent Shavers, I mean, both those guys are going to be incredible. We got Buddha, Javin Wright, as number 1 linebacker as well. Again, we saw Bauer and Merritt behind him.
Merritt's a true freshman.
Yeah. But again, highly recruited as well.
Had committed to Alabama, and then we, obviously ended up with us, which is great. I think he's from one of the Blue Valley schools. Not my Blue Valley school, but one of the Blue Valley schools down there in Overland Park.
Yep, and then we have 4 guys potential for our jack position. So McCullough, Ochoa.
Yeah, I've heard good things about all these guys. Obviously, we've seen McGahee.
We know what McGahee can do. I think McGahee's going to be out there on the field quite a bit. I don't know who Dylan Rogers is, which is pretty common this time of year. There's a lot of names I don't know, especially when we don't follow it in the offseason nearly as much because there's so much changing, so it's hard to keep up with. But, but I think Willis McGahee, we know what he can do.
And new names that pop up on the two deeps. I mean, obviously they're going to 4.
Yeah.
In some positions, but they're freshmen. They're transfers. They're maybe they were redshirt freshmen and you never saw them. Whatever it is, the fact that they're on that list, they must be pretty good.
Well, and Jetman Wright took a big step up last year. When he came in and played last year, because for when he had to, we had some injuries. I mean, he was outstanding. I'm really excited to see him as a number 1 linebacker get out there and get a lot of playing time. I do think with our jack position, I think those 4 guys, again, don't know Dylan Rogers, but I'm assuming all those 4 guys can probably play a linebacker position as well and do pretty well out of that jack role. So, in our secondary, our rover, Deshaun Singleton as our number 1. Again,
captain, single-digit guy.
Who is Andrew Marshall?
I've heard all about him.
I don't know anything about him.
What little I've been able to
on the
listen
radio
to.
or what?
Evidently he's pretty good if he's
corner. He started over Donovan Jones, who again I think is a lot of hype around him as well.
I think he's what I've heard, and he's just flying around. But we've just got a few days left to see.
Yeah, we'll see on Thursday. And then we got Donovan Jones is number 2 at the CB. Then we got Sierra Wright with Jeremiah Charles backing him up.
I heard he's been playing pretty well too.
And then safeties Marquise Buford with Caleb Benning number 2. Again, hopefully he'll
guys
see
the field.
Caleb will see the field.
Buford's a captain, single-digit guy. Benning will play.
Then Malcolm Hartzog, again, the only concern about Hartzog is his deep coverage. Outside of that, Hartzog has the heart of a Husker. He is 100% a Cornhusker. He plays his heart out every single time, and he is good. But again, if they've worked anything with him in the offseason, it's got to be his downfield coverage as a nickel. So
he's one of those,
he's got the skill. 100%.
He's one of those guys that got thrown in early and impressed, and then maybe took a step back, maybe regressed a little bit, but he's always been pretty decent. I've heard a lot of people say get him out of there, during the games, just because they might pick on him a little bit, but
he wants the ball though, which is great.
He wants got plenty of experience, and I think what he was good at to start, he he struggled a little bit. He just needs to get everything all together, and I think he'll be really good.
Great. Casey, welcome to the show. You were late, but we were also 30 minutes late starting the show, so don't worry.
Don't worry, Casey.
Just go back and watch it. It's okay. All right, so now let's talk about special teams. Everybody is all about special teams right now because, of course, we got a new coach. No stranger to Nebraska. But
Absolutely.
We have, as our kickers, I don't even care about our kickers, John Hull and Cunningham and Albano. Albano's not even number 1, which makes sense after last year.
He's essentially,
he's taking the back.
There's 1A, 1B, and 2. He's essentially 3.
Well, let's talk about our ambidextrous punter, Archie Wilson.
Absolutely.
From Australia, down under.
Everybody and their
That's a great
moms,
Australian accent,
especially
wasn't it?
the moms, especially they just want to have the kid over for dinner.
They want to be his mom now. Because,
they just come over for a good home cooked, Midwestern meal.
Yeah, and
Nebraska
how crazy
meal.
is that, man? Like from Australia, 18, and someone made a good point. A lot of times you see these guys come from like Australia and other countries, but they're older.
Right.
They're not 18. He's coming from Australia all the way here. He's got 2 little brothers. Like that's got to be so hard. But I'm excited. Everything I've heard about him is amazing. He's just absolutely bombing the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fact that you can kick right and left-footed. That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I don't want to have to punt a lot, but when we need to,
yeah,
I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about him. So, and I think everybody is. We need. Again, we've lost so many games. We have lost so many games over the last 5 years because of special teams.
Right.
Or lack thereof.
Field position or whatever, because we shank a punt. give a short field,
Miss a field goal.
miss a field goal. I did hear them say they were pretty consistent from a field goal kicking standpoint, about 45 in, maybe around there.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of the guys I was listening to were like, I'd rather have it closer to 48 or 50 that they're more comfortable with. I'm like, you know what? If we can be consistently good, 45
Yeah.
in, I'm fine with that.
Yes.
If we can, yeah, sure, you want an Alex Henry, you want a Brett Maher that can kick it 57 to 60 yards. But we have been extremely inconsistent over the last at least 5 years of just making a 20 to 45 yard field goal.
And how many college kickers are making 50-yard field goals? Not as many as people probably think.
Right. They might make them, but not as consistently as people might think.
Yeah, so you see it in games, but you don't see it every weekend, a 50-yarder going in. Like, that's in the pros, absolutely. You see 55 to 60-yarders going in. I think the Cowboys, I'm talking about the Cowboys.
Aubrey.
Cowboys kicker, Aubrey had a 64-yarder
Saw it.
in Dallas on Friday. So it's not out of the ordinary that these kickers can make those kicks, but you don't see it every weekend where a guy's making a 50-plus yard field goal in college football. 45, I think, is probably more common than 50.
Let's make 45 and down consistently.
Yep.
Maybe make a couple long ones here and there, you know, at a crucial point maybe.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's not have kick 45-yard field goals.
Well, that too.
Let's
score
get in
some
the damn end
touchdowns.
zone.
That's a big thing. Like, I don't know.
Let's get
what
in the
our
red zone.
percentage has been over the last few years of points for
Yep.
one, bad. Touchdowns, really bad. Missed field goals, a lot.
Turnovers, a lot.
Turnovers, a lot.
Yeah.
But no, I mean,
And that's not even just red zone. That's on the other side of the 50. That's
That's
where the
true.
struggle would come. Is we get across the 50, it's like, what do we do with the ball?
I'd be interested to see kind of how we do kickoff returns.
So we got Isaiah Mosey or Kenneth Williams or Mekhi Nelson. So
Yeah,
again,
you
Mosey
got two
and
running
Nelson, we're
backs.
going to see him out there. And Williams, I've heard good
I
things
don't,
about him.
I don't want one of our running backs getting hurt on a kickoff return, but
See, and this is where you and I disagree. I understand the injury piece. We got Ja'Cory Barney returning punts.
and I'm totally fine with that, which is weird.
because how many
More like higher likely
you
that
watch
somebody getting
how
hurt.
many teams with their special teams, the best guys on the special teams are also the starters on offense or a starter on defense that's got wheels. We had Rex Burkhead returning kicks. We had Abdullah returning kicks.
That's true.
We had our starters, our number one guys,
You're
our
right.
best hands guys, and our speedsters returning kicks and punts, and that's. We had Maurice Purify. We had I can't think of the name. The other guy return kicks all the time.
We had DeMornay
Or
Pearsonell that return punts
So-
and probably kickoffs
Yeah,
too.
so we had guys that are specialists on offense returning kicks because they were the best guys to handle the ball. And so, yeah, you always got to worry about injury, but I think having them out there returning kicks is the best thing we can do on the special teams.
Well, I'm just hyped because we don't have Isaiah Castaneda back there just fielding punts and kicks
Yeah.
or whatever. We got Barney.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be good at punt returns.
And
It's going to be a little glimpse of DeMornay Pearsonell.
And
maybe
if
even
we
better.
have-
Maybe even better. We'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with
Yeah,
that.
hard to top. Maybe not this year, but
If
we'll
there's
see.
one thing we've taught our special teams, our kick return, our punt return specifically, how many times have we talked about this? If you're standing on the 10-yard line and the
it
ball is
goes
over
over
your
your
head,
head.
what do?
You let it go.
You do not go get that ball. You don't try to catch it. You don't fair catch it.
If they down
You
it
let
at the
go.
one, that was,
Hats off to you.
yep, good on them.
But if you are standing at the 10, which you should, and it goes over your head,
Cam
you
Taylor
let that
Britt.
thing go. Do
Cam
not.
Taylor Britt, don't catch the ball at the
You
one.
get as far away from that ball as possible, or you make a block. You do something other than try to catch the ball, please, because that is where we have also failed in field position, is trying to catch the ball at the 5-yard line and either muffing it or fair catching it.
Or Cam
Stop
Taylor
doing
Britt
that.
catching it at the one and taking the safety.
Yes, stop doing that. Stop it. Like, there's nothing that drives me more insane than the special teams mistakes we made over the years from returning punts. That has been the most atrocious part of our special teams. And if Eckler's done anything, that's what you should teach the guys on day one. And you should know that from Pop Warner football,
Well, and I just don't want to
Pee Wee football.
bad on special teams. Why don't we start by just being normal at special teams?
Be good.
And like Casey said, we probably lost 10 games over the last 5 years because special teams. Honestly, it's
It's
probably,
probably more. Probably double that.
Let's do normal things so then,
Let's just be normal.
and then maybe we can get good at it. Maybe it wins us games. I don't know. It's a weird concept.
It
Maybe
is.
it happens.
It's weird. That's weird.
Like, let's get to
It's
that.
weird. It's weird to even think that we could win a game because of special teams, but we can. We can
Yeah.
do it. All right, best part of the show.
Okay.
This is where we get down to
This
the
is where I
nitty-gritty.
gotta start.
Schedule. So,
Gotta get into it here.
wins, losses. Cincinnati.
Okay.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati is a win.
Win.
Okay, so just quick. I think our offense is going to be pretty good. Defense, I'm a little bit worried about
Okay.
in certain areas.
Okay.
But I think our offense is going to win us games this year. I don't think that our defense necessarily will lose us games, if that makes sense. So there's really only a couple things I'm kind of concerned about going into the season,
Okay.
but we can never get them both together, right? The offense and defense both being good. I see this game going this way. I see us maybe going back and forth a little bit to start the game. We maybe take a lead, second quarter, we score again. End of this, we score, put up points at the end of the second half, or end of the second quarter. Sorry, we get the ball, put up points in the third quarter, start to pull away. And I don't necessarily have a score prediction, but I see it being close early, us pulling away, getting away.
I see us actually jumping off to an early lead, like 17-0.
That would be awesome.
And part of that's going to be because of the
little
defense.
bit
I think
cautiously optimistic.
I think a defensive turnover. I think either we're going to cause a fumble or we're going to get a pick. That's going to help us get to 17-0.
Okay.
I feel pretty good about that, and I don't know why, but I do. Again, I drink a lot of Kool-Aid in the off season with no sugar because I can't. But so it's not very good Kool-Aid, but it gets your heart flowing.
It's
a little
like
bit.
Kool-Aid zero sugar.
Kool-Aid zero
which
sugar
tastes like Kool-Aid,
and it is
without
it is
all
red.
this. So it's still good.
And it's red. But yeah, so I feel like we're going to jump off to a hot start against Cincinnati. I feel like we're going to blank them 17-0, maybe in the first half 17-0, 17-3. And again, I think second half, I think we start to pull away end of the third quarter for beginning of the fourth quarter. I would love that. I would love to see second, third string guys
I would
playing
love
in
to
the
see
fourth quarter.
Latif play.
100%. 100%.
Some of these guys.
I don't know if
that
they might plan on redshirting him though.
I mean, we'll see.
But he is number 2 on the depth chart, so maybe not.
I mean, if we can, great. Just to keep depth at quarterback.
Yeah.
Obviously, guys are going to transfer.
So you might get Gramstad in there.
It could be
which makes
more.
sense.
Yeah, and that would be fine too. But I want to see him play sometime early on.
Akron. When?
Obviously, I mean, and that's a game that majority of our guys on the depth chart we just went through should be playing.
And I'll be at that game with my brother. So
Oh shoot! Okay.
I'll be at the Akron game.
Well, yeah, I won't be at the game.
Okay.
Well, sorry.
And then we got HCU. I can't remember what something
Houston Christian.
Houston Christian. So September 13th. Again,
11
counting the
a.m.
W.
Let him kick. I mean,
Yep.
we should see a lot of bodies in this game.
Yep. You should. We should see a lot of guys playing that game. We should be up 3-0. We should be 3-0 after that game. Then we got Michigan on September 20th at home.
Let's go. We will be.
Here's what I don't.
At that tailgate,
we will
right?
be tailgating on the 20th.
Same place we went last year.
As soon as
It
we
was
get more,
incredible.
As soon as we get more details about our pregame tailgate, we'll let you guys know so you can come join us down in the parking lot.
I
and have
almost
some
don't
beers.
even want to go to the game. I want to be at that tailgate.
Well, we don't have tickets to the game right now. We're just playing the tailgating, so for now.
Okay, we'll see after that.
But anyways, we got.
It would be fun to be there.
What I don't understand about Michigan is last year they were 5-7. How are you 5-7 and all of a sudden you're in the top 15? Or 7-5?
They might have been.
7-5.
They beat Ohio State that last
But
game.
they're 7-5. So you're a 5-loss team, and because you have
With a new quarterback.
because you have a 5-star quarterback, you're all of a sudden in the top 15. I don't agree with that. Nor do I think Michigan's going to take that big of a jump from last year to this year with a freshman quarterback. Again, we know freshman quarterbacks can play. We all know Dylan did a good job last year. But I do not see Bryce Underwood coming in and being that good to change the entire offense because their defense had a lot of struggles too.
And they lost a lot of guys. I mean, they're deep. They've got offensive, defensive line. I mean, as you see, that is the most important thing. I think that they might be better than they were last year, but their coach is going to be missing for that game. We're going to be hyped, especially if we win all those games before.
Yep.
That's going to be a big game.
It's a big game for both.
And I have a dub for this game.
Okay.
I
So-
really, truly do.
I absolutely think we can win this game. I have an L for us in this game.
Oh wow, I'm shocked.
But I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of all of our predictions, because I got some swing games here that I want to throw in there. So when we
I
come
know.
down,
I'm usually like, I think we're gonna be 9-3, and we'll lose like either one of these games. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to pick. I'm taking it as a dub.
Okay.
At this point.
Michigan State, I got a dub.
I've got a dub too. For whatever reason, we're kind of play similar style of game. They're always close games. This is at Memorial Stadium. We'll have a bye week in between. You know, whether we win or lose that Michigan game, I think we win this game too.
Yep. Maryland, I got a W. I do think Maryland takes a big step forward this year. They took a big step forward last year too. I just don't think they're quite to the level of winning. So I think we beat them.
So I guess at this point I have us 5-0. Man, I am drinking the Kool-Aid. I have us 5-0 going into this game.
We switched spots.
That is our first true road game.
Yep.
Because even though Cincinnati's the home team the first game, it's going to be essentially a home crowd for us.
Yep.
I see us struggling early maybe in that game, and it's kind of tighter than people want it to be, especially for a 5-0 team. We'd probably be ranked, whatever at that point. I see us winning that game, getting to 6-0.
I think that
it might be tougher
close.
than people think, though.
That's not the game I'm worried about, though. Minnesota.
Minnesota is my first L.
We struggle with Minnesota every day.
And it pains me because I hate PJ Fleck so much. He's my least favorite coach.
Yes. I'm going to put it. We play at Minnesota.
On a Friday night.
Yep. I'm putting a W on this one.
Okay.
I think Flex lost a little bit of momentum with his team, but it is a team we struggle with every year. It's just like, why? Why is Minnesota always such a hard team to beat? It's because we lose on the trenches. This is the first year that I truly believe we can not only win in the trenches, if we don't win, it's going to be a battle. We're not getting pushed around in the trenches, and that's where I think we make a change this year. We get that W at Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, even we didn't play them last year for the first time in a while. Rules first game Thursday night, brutal game, Jeff Sims, but it was a 13-10 walk-off field goal, and I mean, there's no reason we shouldn't have won that game.
Yep, 5 turnovers.
And throw interception in the end zone in the end of the first half. I might rethink it a little bit now that you say. I mean, I'm not going to change my pick. For whatever reason, it just seems. I just feel a dub in that game or a loss in that game.
Okay, that's fair.
When it comes down to it, I'm going to be like, no, we're going to win this game.
We're going to win this game.
But right now, I got to sit in at 6.
Okay, Northwestern W.
Northwestern is a W.
USC, I'm calling a W. I think Lincoln Riley might not even have a job at this point in the season.
Oh,
USC's getting a lot of hype this year again, but they've had a lot of hype every single year. They think he's turned around their career, and they think he's turned around his team. They've said that every year since he's got there, and they fail to do anything. We shouldn't have lost to him last year. We were the better team last year. We should not have lost to USC last year. We were the better team. We got outcoached. Even though I don't think Lincoln Riley's that good of a coach, we were outcoached, and we did things wrong in year 2. I think we have things turned around this year with coaching. We have better coaches. Matt Rule's got everything on the staff that he wants. I think we beat USC at home.
Okay, so this is one that's tough for me because everything you just said makes sense. On paper, at home, that wearing black jerseys, yes, old
those jerseys are bad.
Get on board, stand up instead of sitting down, wear black it out. Just
that better be a night. Dude, that better be a night.
I
game.
know. Be a night game.
How terrifying with that. How like
and,
a skull.
And if it is,
like,
my pick here might change. For whatever reason, I'm seeing an L here, even though it's hyped, maybe a night game, ranked teams, or us, whatever. I see a loss. Maybe it's just to get to my overall prediction of my record. So maybe there are a few games that could switch, but I've got a loss here.
Then we go to California to play UCLA.
We avenged last year's.
I think we do.
Embarrassing worst game we played all season
absolutely
at home.
Impressed with what Foster's done at UCLA,
sure.
But I think we get the dub on the road, and we do get some revenge from last year, 100%.
Okay.
Penn State at Penn State. I also hope this is a night game, and I
for
hope
them.
they do a whiteout. I don't know why they don't do every night's a whiteout. That's just so weird because that's a cool atmosphere. But they're currently coming in at number 2. Again, James Franklin, a lot of hype every single year. This team's a championship team. This team's going to win the Big Ten. This team's going to go to the championship game. Yada 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 yada.
You do understand that we're 10-0 in your mind right now, right? right? You didn't have an L, did you yet? Oh no, you said lost to Michigan. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, I got this as an. I do think we play a very good game against Penn State. I do think it's a very close game. What will be really interesting is to see how we do up to Penn State, where Penn State is ranked, how they're doing at that point in the game. That could be an extremely important game for Big Ten standings overall. I am very interested in that. That game is going to be incredible. Let's say we do beat Michigan. Let's say we're 9-1 at that point. Let's say
Even
We're not-
even 8-2,
8-2.
and they've got maybe a loss to Ohio
Yeah.
State, or I guess I don't know what the
or maybe they're undefeated.
Yeah,
I mean that
could.
I
be
think
a
that
big
game is going to be a huge game for both of us.
And obviously both be ranked.
Mark it on your calendars.
I also have an L. I mean, this was my first loss that I picked.
Yep.
It could be fun though. Especially if it's a night game and like both ranked pretty high.
And it's TJ's on the line, so
well, yeah, that's
we got to give him shit for it. Which we might actually do a live show here for that one. So we've talked about
I think
it.
the other thing I was going to say was, depending on how things go leading up to that, we do have a bye week.
Yes, we do.
And I want to say, listening to some stuff lately, I think Penn State has like a bye week before they play Oregon and a bye week before they play Ohio State. So they have their schedule kind of pans out pretty well, or something like that.
Yeah.
Before they play like a couple of decent opponents, whatever it is. And so, depending on how that is, we could go in there and rile things up. You never know.
Iowa, I got a dub.
I have a win. I mean, I don't know why, because we lost like 13 or lost 14, but maybe not that many. But no, we can't play the way we did last year, or have them play as bad as they did last year and still beat us. We figured out a way at Memorial Stadium to beat them.
I hope we can beat the snot out of them.
Yeah.
Let's win by 3 scores.
So,
Please. Okay, so I got 10-2.
I was going 9-3, and I was kind of going back and forth on how I wanted to play that. For whatever reason, I just don't feel good about that Friday night game against Minnesota. We just don't play good in those types of games on the road. Penn State's going to be obviously tough.
Yep.
Between USC and maybe Michigan, Iowa, somewhere in there, or even like, a Maryland or Michigan State where we just don't play very well.
Yep.
Something's going to happen. That's why my prediction is 9-3. But
So I also think swing games are going to be Minnesota and Iowa. I think our ceiling is 10-2. I think our floor is 8-4.
it's going to be.
If we do any worse than 8 wins on this schedule, actually not even just the schedule, if we do any worse than 8 wins moving forward as Nebraska Huskers football, then Matt Rule is not doing things right with his team. We have the recruiting, we have the transfers, we have a little bit more respect now.
We have a 5-star quarterback.
We have a 5-star quarterback with a 5-star quarterback with another 5-star quarterback coming in. We have.
Maybe a couple fours, but yeah.
Well, right, Dayton is a 5-star, isn't he?
I don't think he's a 5.
Either
But
way, we have talent coming in behind these guys.
Trey Taylor's coming in too. I mean, we're gonna have depth at that position.
So-
we should be pretty good if we can keep this thing going.
First goal, sitting and sipping, baby, 12-0.
12-0, of course, Mike thinks
12-0.
12-0.
And as much as I want to say 12-0, I just think we got some swing games in there. Again, 10-2, I think is our ceiling. If we go 10-2, that's incredible. If we go 8-4, I'm happier. If we go 8-4, we go 8-4, and then we win a bowl game.
Yeah,
we go 9-4.
I mean,
But
I
if
feel much
we-
more confident this year than I have in the past, even if I felt confident.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just
but I
there's
do
so much
think-
more to it this year.
I do think 9-3, right in the middle between 8-4 and 10-2. We're 9. I think 9-3 is probably the most predicted for this season than what we've seen in the past,
And
because of our schedule.
you've all seen it. Like the national media's, they've got Nebraska as like a 10 or 11 seed making the playoff. this
Yeah.
year, most guys.
That was playing Notre Dame in the first round.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Talk about
don't
money
do that.
back.
To us. Don't do that.
Don't give us
just
hope.
let us play
We-
some games.
we
win some
drink the
games.
Kool-Aid. You
Then
don't
we
drink
can
the
be
Kool-Aid.
like, okay, or then be like, you guys aren't.
Yeah.
You guys are counting us out, or we haven't been good, so you're not throwing us up in there. Because don't freaking follow the preseason rankings.
Yeah.
I heard somebody saying the other day, preseason rankings are so much more important than people think. No, they are not.
Well, they are to an extent, because when you have 13 SEC teams in there,
Exactly.
and half of them were out of the top 25 at the end of last year. No, they don't. But that's the difference.
That's
is,
what I mean. It
so
shouldn't.
It shouldn't. Yeah, agree. But I think to be happy with the season, I'm okay if we go 8-4. I'm happy if we go 9-3. I'm super happy if we go 10-2.
If we go 10-2, there's
There's a lot of implications for that. And
things happening
and then you
for
look on the flip
BPA.
side at how much that means for our future recruiting.
Exactly.
What does that mean for the
and that's
team?
the biggest thing with how I want the season to go.
Yes.
We have to get back on the map.
We
with
have
some
to
of these.
be.
We've already gotten there, like with 5-star quarterback
Yep.
and transfers and whatever. But if we can make a playoff, or if we could, be right there.
Even if we're just outside, if we're in discussions to be there,
Mhm.
that's incredible.
and it's gonna be wow, these guys are really on the up and up. I
Yep.
want to go to a place like that.
Yep. I want to go play for Matt Rule and
Yeah.
the staff because Dane Key's talking to me or Riola's talking to me or I see what they got coming in. I want to go play for them. And we talked about that last year. As soon as Riola comes, he starts talking to other guys. Then you got Emmett Johnson recruiting. You got Dane Key recruiting. You got Mosey recruiting. You got all these other guys recruiting guys that they know and that they've heard about.
Then you
To come
make
and
a
play.
bowl game, you win a bowl game. Now you take that next step.
Yep.
And you go 8-4.
100%. 100%.
That's what
Again,
I'm-
anything less than 8 wins in regular season, fail. I say fail, 100% fail. If we go 8-4, it's not a failure, but we could do better. If it's 9-3, great. 10-2, even better. Will they
It'd
be
be sweet.
serving backswing brews? So again, this is all run by 1890. This is it's very hard. You gotta
It's
be
actually
like,
cross-trained.
you have to be in an elite group. So they have locally brewed cross train, which at first school I thought you knew that, but they have their orange crusher.
Yeah, didn't you not see what Brev said the other day? There's a cross-trained beer, Mike.
So they have their orange crusher with Herbie on it, which is pretty cool.
Wayne Weldon, that's a fair assessment, and maybe that's a better question.
TJ's trying, man. He's
Yeah.
trying.
Oh, yeah, he definitely would be.
But either way, when we go down to tailgate, we will have backswing brew with us,
yes,
as always.
and that'll be fun.
So, yeah, Donnie, anything less than 8 disappointing, 100%. Excuse me. Hey, Joel, you're back. Good to see you. Yeah, we got to switch that losing culture, 100%. The hype videos are fun and everything, but I think what I've also seen a lot less of is photos and videos of them being in the gym, working out.
Yeah.
You don't see nearly as much of those because, again, you can work out all you want, but what are you doing on the field?
Yeah.
So they've done a lot of not even hype videos, but just like behind the scenes stuff, which has been really cool. And I think
Like the captain thing.
yeah, we're showing how
was
how we are improving as a team, together as a team, to build
Building
success.
the bond to hopefully flip a handful of
We-
those games. I mean,
yeah.
what's Rule 10 and 2 or
Yeah.
in one-score games
Yeah,
or whatever?
we have our foundation.
We know what we need to do.
Yep.
Just take that next step.
Foundation. Let's build on top of that foundation to build a winning culture, a successful culture, to where we are consistently beating Minnesota, beating Iowa, beating Michigan State, beating or competing with Michigan, Ohio State,
Blowing
Penn State.
Northwestern now.
And
I
being
mean,
a true competitor every single year in the Big Ten, like we were in the Big 12.
Yeah.
We should be a threat every single year. USC, UCLA, Washington, Oregon's going to be up there still. They got Nike. I mean, they're going to compete.
Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan,
We know they're going to recruit.
Oregon. But
We should be competing with
We
them
can
in
be
the
right
recruiting
there with
field
those guys.
every single year.
For sure.
So that's how I think, Joel. So yeah, 100%. We know success. We need to flip that script, and I think Rule's on the right track. He's done a great job of saying, hey, it's not what you put out there on social media, it's what you do on the field. And I think he has really turned that around. We're not seeing everybody lifting weights. Like, that doesn't matter. We don't care what you do in the weight room. We care what you do on the field, which has to translate from the weight room, right? So
Yeah. Let's just dominate Thursday night.
let's just dominate.
Yeah, until midnight on a weeknight, but
Hey,
I'm gonna be screaming the whole time.
I'll
Try
be-
not to wake the babies up.
I'll be on a golf trip, so I'll be doing a lot of yelling. And yeah, I know.
Got 1-year-old twins that I'm not gonna try to wake up.
Guys that
It's
had twins,
not
I was
great
thinking.
when they do.
Again, everybody, we're at Backswing. This is their wheat and heat, which is
Yeah,
just
this is gonna
stellar.
be a
What do you
lot to
think? You
finish
like
out
it?
here. Yeah, it's way like I don't really drink Fireball anymore. I
That
haven't had
last
one for a
sip that
long
you're gonna
time.
have gives you a nice little burn down the throat in a good way.
But it's way better than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, it's very good. So coming out to Backswing Brewing, whether you're here in Lincoln, try the Wheat and Heat. Absolutely amazing. So cheers to Backswing. Cheers to Jimmy. Cheers to Brian.
Matt.
Brian, appreciate you again being our media guy again, because although we had technical difficulties again, but you know, we are average guys. If we were above average, we would have been ready to go and no problems. But we are not above average. So, but I appreciate everyone joining today. A lot of our usuals: Joel, Donnie, Percival, Casey on there. And a lot of guys back today. So I appreciate everyone, Jason, on the show as well. So appreciate your comments. Appreciate you joining us today. That's all we got for today. Again, my name's Matt.
I'm Jimmy.
We are Two Average Guys. Cheers, everybody. And as always, go Big Red.
Go Big Red. Let's dominate Thursday.
Come on, good game, everybody, yeah.
Pat, I think it's safe to say that all these fans came out here to watch a game of football.
John, ring commercial.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making conversation. Come on. Football!
Come a-running, boys, don't you hear the noise? Like the thunder in the sky. How it rolls along in a good old song from the sons of Nebraska. Now it's coming near with a rising cheer that'll sweep all foes away. So with all our vim, we're about to win, and we're going to win today.